Welcome to all the students once again. Today we will start the second chapter of the subject Business Finance, that is Strategic Financial Planning. The following chapter has been divided by me into three parts, and today we will see the first part of the Strategic Financial Planning. In this, we will cover meaning, objectives, steps in financial planning, estimating financial requirements and limitations of financial planning. So without any delay, let us start with the meaning of strategic financial planning. See, the strategic financial planning consists of the three important words, that is strategy, finance and the planning. Here strategy means what? A strategy is a comprehensive plan to achieve the organizational objectives. A company's strategy consists of the competitive moves, internal operating approaches and action plan devised by the management to achieve the desired performance or the desired goal. Now the next comes your finance. See, finance represents money management and the process of acquiring needed funds. It is the foundation of a business, and the availability of efficient finance is very crucial for the survival and the growth of a business. Now comes your planning. See, it is the process of thinking about the activities required to achieve the desired goal. It involves deciding beforehand what is to be done, when it is to be done, how it is to be done, and who is going to do it. So in this way, we can say that financial planning is the task of determining how a business will afford to achieve its strategic goals and objectives. Financial planning means deciding in advance how much to spend on what to spend according to the funds at your disposal. So financial planning is a broader in scope, as it does not end by raising estimated finance. It also includes long-term investment decisions, and the one which is best suited for the company is selected by the finance manager. It includes determination of amount of finance needed by an enterprise to carry out its operation smoothly. Secondly, determination of sources of funds, that is the pattern of securities to be issued, and the determination of suitable policies for proper utilization and administration of funds. So what it includes the determination of amount of finance, how much finance is needed to carry out its day-to-day activities, and the sources of funds from where the funds has to be raised. Then next comes the determination of the policies for the proper utilization and the administration of funds. So this is what your strategic financial planning means here. Now we will move on to the objectives of financial planning. So in this, first comes your to ensure availability of funds. See, the main objective of financial planning is that sufficient fund should be available in the company for different purposes, such as purchase of long-term assets or to carry out the day-to-day operating expenses of the business. Therefore, it ensures timely availability of funds. Now your second comes helps in investing finance in right projects. See, financial plan suggests that how the finance or how the funds are to be allocated for various purposes by comparing various investment proposals. And the one which best suits the company is, and the one which best suits for the company, it is selected by the finance manager. The next objective is to see that firm does not raise resources unnecessarily. See, excess funding is as bad or as inadequate or shortage of funds. If there is surplus money, financial planning must invest it in the best possible manner, as keeping finance or financial resources idle is a great loss for an organization. The next objective is base for financial control. See, financial planning acts as basis for checking the financial activities by comparing the actual revenue with the estimated revenue and actual cost with the estimated cost. Now here actual cost and actual revenue means cost and revenue which is actually incurred or received by the business, and estimated cost and revenue means which was assumed by the business to be incurred or received. Okay. Now next objective is flexibility. See, to provide flexibility in the plan so that financial structure of the company may be adjusted in the light of changed circumstances, it is very necessary that the financial planning is flexible enough to change according to the situations prevailing in the business environment. Next is links present with future. See, as financial planning is to forecast future, in this way it relates present financial requirements with the future requirements by anticipating the sales and the growth plans of the company. Avoiding business shocks and surprises. See, as financial planning is done keeping in view the future requirements, therefore, by anticipating the financial requirements, financial planning helps to avoid shock or surprises which otherwise firms have to face in uncertain situations. So these were the objectives of financial planning. Now let us see the next, that is steps in financial planning. Okay. In this, first comes your establishing objectives. See, the financial objectives of any business enterprise is to employ the capital in whatever proportion necessary to increase the productivity of the remaining factors of production over the long run. So both short-term and long-term objectives should be carefully prepared. The main purpose of financial planning should be to utilize financial resources in best possible manner. See, if objectives are set, then it becomes very easy that how the financial resources are to be utilized in the company or in an organization. That is why these objectives are set. If the objectives are not set, then there is no clear idea of how to employ the finance in the business. Okay, so there should be, and therefore we can say that there should be an optimum utilization of funds in the business. Okay, now next comes your policy formulation. See, once the objectives are established, the next comes your policy formulation. See, financial policies are guides to all actions which deal with procuring, administering and disbursing the funds of the business firms. So there should be clear-cut plans of raising required funds and their possible uses. The current and the future needs for funds should be considered by formulating financial policies. So the first one was establishing objectives, then comes your policy formulation, and next comes your formulating procedures. See, the procedures are formed to ensure consistency of actions. The procedure follow the formulation of policies. So financial policies are broad guides which, to be executed properly, must be translated into detailed procedures. If a policy is to raise short-term funds from banks, then a procedure should be laid to approach the lenders and the persons authorized to initiate such actions. So policies के ऊपर आपके procedures based होते हैं. Okay. Now last comes your monitor the plan. See, financial planning is a continuous process, so job does not get over simply by putting the plan into action. The monitoring of plan is very important because it helps to verify whether the conditions and the predictions assumed in the plan are holding true in the present situation or not. If these are not coming true, then immediately changes are made in the plan. And during this follow-up, many adjustments are made in the plan so that it can be suited according to the situations or the circumstances prevailing at that point of the time in the business. So these were your 4 steps in the financial planning. That is, first one is your establishing objectives, then comes policy formulation, formulating procedures, and the last one is monitor the plan. Now comes your estimating financial requirements of firm. Now these requirements can be your short-term requirements or can be your long-term requirements for the business. So you can say that financial requirements begin with the estimation of financial requirements of the corporation. If that has been done, then we will see the short-term requirements and then the long-term requirements. Okay, so these requirements serve as a guide post to a finance manager in determining financial policies and laying down procedures. If you see, in today's modern dynamic business world, it is advisable for a business enterprise to estimate long-term as well as short-term requirements. So the long-term financial requirement of a firm is for maximization of wealth of the owners, which is accomplished by making use of capital, such as making use of capital in such a proportion as to increase productivity of the remaining factors of production over the long run. So basically your long-term requirements focuses on the maximization of the wealth of the owners. Okay. Now comes your short-term requirements. The short-term requirement of the firm is to ensure adequate liquidity in assets. Thus, establishment of short-term as well as long-term requirement is inevitable. It should, however, be noted that short-term requirements should be such as to contribute to the attainment of long-term requirement. So your short-term requirements are to be framed like that it helps in the attainment of your long-term requirements. So a financial requirement can be of the short-term requirement or can be of the long-term requirements. Okay. Now let us move on to the limitations of financial planning. We will see the limitations of financial planning one by one. First one is difficulty in forecasting. See, financial plans are prepared by taking into account the expected situations in future. कि फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है वो सोच के हम फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग करते हैं. So since the future is always uncertain and things may not happen as these are expected, so the utility of financial planning is limited. The reliability of financial planning is uncertain and very much doubted. हमने फोकस तो कर लिया कि फ्यूचर में ये सो एंड सो हमको इतना फाइनेंस की ज़रूरत होगी बिजनेस को या हमें आगे ये एक्सपेंशन करना है, बट अगर वैसा नहीं होता है तो हमारे जो हमने फोरकास्ट किया था बिजनेस के लिए वो रॉन्ग भी हो सकता है. दैट इज़ वाई दिस इज कॉल्ड एज डिफिकल्टी इन फोरकास्टिंग. फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग में जब हम प्रिपेयर करते हैं देन इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू फोरकास्ट कि हमें कितना फंड्स चाहिए या कितना नहीं चाहिए या किस चीज़ के लिए ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है. सो दैट इज़ वाई दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट लिमिटेशन ऑफ फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग. Next comes lack of accuracy in base data. See, financial planning is the future estimates based on past or research data coming from different sources. So the results of financial planning may go wrong if the base data itself is inaccurate. So authenticity and accuracy of base data are most important as all the estimates go wrong. See, accuracy, why it has been called accuracy, because जो भी हम forecasting करते हैं हम किसी पास्ट डेटा के ऊपर या कोई फ्यूचर डेटा या हम कहीं से क्या होते हैं पास्ट के डेटा के ऊपर बेस करके हम फोरकास्टिंग करते हैं या अपना प्लानिंग बनाते हैं या फ्यूचर का एस्टिमेशन करके हम अपना फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग करते हैं. सो इट डज नॉट, सो ये हमें श्योरिटी नहीं रहती कि जो हमने डेटा कलेक्ट किया है फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग के लिए वो सही है कि नहीं. दैट इज वाई द सेकेंड लिमिटेशन इज लैक ऑफ एक्यूरेसी इन बेस डेटा. नेक्स्ट कम्स योर डिफिकल्टी इन चेंज. Once a financial plan is prepared, then it becomes difficult to change it. A changed situation may demand change in financial plan, but managerial personnel may not like it. Even otherwise, assets might have been purchased and raw materials and labor costs might have been incurred. So it becomes very difficult to change financial plan under such situations. Now next comes external factors. Now what are the external factors? See, external factors are those factors which does not affect the business directly. For example, war, natural disaster, etc. are extremely difficult or impossible to predict. To overcome these types of limitations, proper steps like insurance to avoid the loss arises due to these kind of issues can be done to cope up with these external factors. Now comes your rapid changes in business environment. See, drastic changes in government rules and regulations about the economic environment can affect financial plans adversely. If the plan does not possess the flexibility to adjust to the changing environment, a perfect plan may change to a failed financial plan. So this is what your rapid changes in business environment means. Next comes your time-consuming and expensive process. See, financial planning is a time-consuming activity. It also requires the use of new technology and expertise of different experts, which makes this process expensive also. So most of the time, either business do not want to invest in planning or they do not have that much time to plan properly, which leads to inaccurate or incomplete planning. That is why it is called as time consuming and expensive process. Okay. So these were the limitations of the financial planning. Now in the next lecture, we will see the second part of the strategic financial planning. Till then, thank you.